Welcome to Perimenopause How. This is a video about how to use phytoestrogens, assuming you already know what they are because you've watched the video about supplements. This is really how to create your own regimen to deal with your symptoms. I would never really suggest that somebody just use one type unless you're in very early perimenopause and you're only having symptoms around your period. So let's deal with that case first. This is like a case study. Kelly is 42 and she has hot flashes around the time of her period. How can she use phytoestrogens? I would suggest not using them for more than 7 days of a 28-day cycle. So if your cycles are 21 days, you want to use them for far less than 7 days, okay? Use as little as you can just to alleviate any symptoms you may have. So, for example, if you have a 28-day cycle, you get to day 26, usually that's around the time that your estrogen and progesterone absolutely crash and you start to get migraines or hot flashes or whatever your sort of symptom is. So I would suggest that's when you choose to use your soy or your maca or your black cohosh or whatever it is that you've chosen to use. And you use it from day 26 to day 5 of the new cycle at the most. If you want to use it for ovulation symptoms, then use less of it during your period. It's your choice, but not more than 7 days. If you use it more often, you may experience heavier periods, which is not good if you're already a heavy bleeder like me. And you may experience shorter cycles, so your cycle may go down to 21 days. Basically, phytoestrogens, although they are a weak form of plant estrogen, they're still an estrogen, and they still are going to make things heavier and shorter cycle if you take too much at this point in perimenopause. So let's move on to a different scenario. Let's say Marie is 49. She regularly skips periods and suffers with hot flashes and night sweats. So when I'm talking about skipping periods, I'm saying that you're missing at least 1 out of every 2 that you are meant to be having. You'll start having the hot flashes and night sweats, which are a low estrogen symptom. So I would suggest in this case you use more than one type of phytoestrogen. So your regimen would be something like this. In the morning, you take the maximum dose of black cohosh, as you have read on the packaging that you should take, and don't ever take more than it says on the packaging of black cohosh. Then you would take one of your soy isoflavones and one of your macas, or you can choose whatever phytoestrogens you wish to use within reason. Cohosh is a special case. You must never take more than recommended of that. Lunchtime, you take another soy and another maca. And in the evening, you take another soy and another maca, and that's that. So that's a regimen you could draw up. Callie is 50 and she is down to 3 or 4 periods a year and she has hot flashes and night sweats. So the example here is somebody who is further down the line and nearer to menopause than the previous lady. So in the morning, she would take the maximum daily dose of cohosh, 2 soy isoflavones and 2 macas. At lunchtime, she takes 2 soy and 2 macas. And in the evening, she takes 3 soy and 3 macas. That is to help with the symptoms overnight, because as we all know, night sweats are a thing. Callie notices she is finding it hard to sleep, so she switches up her regimen. So in the morning, she takes 2 soy and 2 maca. For lunch, she takes 3 soy and 3 maca. And in the evening, she takes the daily dose of black cohosh, she takes 3 soy isoflavones, she takes 3 macas, and 2 times valerian. If you go and watch the video on insomnia, that explains what valerian is. It's a herbal sleep aid. You could substitute that for Benadryl, which is called diphenhydramine. That's the generic name for it. So this shows you how you increase the dose, and in the same way, when you want to stop taking these, you can reduce the dose slowly, switch from taking 3 at lunchtime to 2, and so on. You slowly reduce it over the weeks until you're not taking any anymore. So the beauty really of using the herbal remedies in this way is you have absolute control over it. With the soy and the maca, there's very little to worry about in terms of the amount that you take. What you will see if you are buying it on Amazon is that you can buy particularly the maca loose as a powder that you can put in a smoothie. Really, you can take as much as you need, and not really to worry about it. So that is my suggestion as to how you do this for yourself. You don't need to see a naturopath about this. You can build your own regimen. Okay, so that's the end of this video. If you liked it and you found it useful, like and subscribe, share with your friends and all that malarkey. Thanks.